30%. This is the miracle story of modern medicine.
The research here is research that we share with everyone else because overall we want to help all children that have cancer. What makes that possible is people that give to St. Jude. They really help us to fulfill our mission, and we're so grateful to have them on our team.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Hey, Jim! Thanks for coming.
Are you kidding? I never miss one of your dinner parties. How's the new job?
We're growing fast, and I stopped working weekends, thanks to how much smoother everything runs on NetSuite by Oracle.
Fantastic. We're still using QuickBooks.
Why haven't you upgraded to NetSuite?
We're making QuickBooks work, sort of.
Shh, watch your language. The kids are right there.
Sorry, Amy. NetSuite gives you visibility and control of your financials, inventory, HR, planning, budgeting, and more. NetSuite is everything you need to grow, all in one place. And 93% of surveyed businesses increase their visibility and control since upgrading from QuickBooks to NetSuite.
Yeah, sounds like it's time for me to switch to NetSuite. Over 27,000 businesses already use NetSuite. For the new year, NetSuite has a new financing program for those ready to upgrade at netsuite.com/advantage. Head to netsuite.com/advantage for this special one-of-a-kind financing offer on the #1 financial system for growing businesses. netsuite.com/advantage.
CareLink, Central Arkansas's area agency on aging, strives to alleviate the stresses family caregivers experience when caring for older loved ones by providing services such as home care and Meals on Wheels in Central Arkansas. Learn more about helping a parent or grandparent at carelink.org or by calling 372-5300 or toll free at 800-482-6359. This message brought to you by CareLink, the Arkansas Broadcasters Association, and this station.
I am incredibly proud to be a physician here at St. Jude, to be in a place where I know my patients are going to get the top-notch care, not only care, but also research happening 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Every single person that contributes is a part of that St. Jude family that makes that happen. Because of everyone that is really committed to the mission of St. Jude, we're giving families hope.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Titans go!
When the Teen Titans go to the movies, they know the best way to travel is safely.
Hollywood, here we come!
Road trip!
And you know it's super.
To keep your child safe, be sure to use the right car seat for their age and size.
Exactly.
We're finally on the big screen. Have a seat, my dude.
For more information on finding the right seat, visit nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Gotcha. That's a wise move.
Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
I'm a veteran. We hit a mine in Vietnam.
As America's veterans face challenges, DAV is there.
My victory's been never giving up hope.
DAV helps veterans of every generation get the benefits they've earned.
I finally admitted, with my PTSD, I wasn't doing well.
So veterans can reach victories, great and small.
Now I wish I'd found DAV sooner. My victory is just enjoying each day.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Adopt US Kids presents Multiple Choice Parenting.
You've messed up your daughter's haircut. Do you A, get spiritual?
Mom, where's the mirror?
Beauty is within. Oh.
B, find the positives?
Less time blow drying, more time texting?
Or C, show empathy?
Mom, you really don't have to.
Twinsies!
I kinda love it. You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on adoption, visit adoptuskids.org. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
South Arkansas weather.
Good Monday morning, everybody. We are looking at a 50% chance at showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. We'll have increasing clouds and temperatures reaching near 63. Tonight, showers and possibly a thunderstorm are expected. Overnight low near 49. For Tuesday, showers are expected. Temperatures will reach near 63. Tuesday night, cloudy and 45. Wednesday, mostly sunny and 73. Out of the Radio Works Weather Center, I'm JJ.
We're all in a go status.
T-minus 30 seconds.
The morning Mayhem.
TPA script running. Second stage LH2 securing started.
Ready for launch?
Ready to embark on a national security mission for the United States of America.
News Talk 92.
Range green.
Igniters armed. Rofi ignition.
KBEU.
4, 3, and liftoff.
Standing by to go to the partial thrust.
The morning Mayhem is on.
Partial thrust mode now in the port booster as expected.
The morning Mayhem is for entertainment purposes only.
I think it's time to blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
And let's jam here on this here. There we go. Now I'm here. Yes, there we go. Now I can be heard. Here on this Monday morning, everybody. Yes, sir. It is actually starting to act like a Monday morning for sure. All right, so with it being a Monday morning, that means we got some severe weather possibly coming this here way into southwest Arkansas Monday night. Then there's something going on over at Smackover. Not exactly sure what that's all about, but hopefully we can find out later today. Some high school protest or students protesting out there. That doesn't seem to have anything to do with Ukraine. Speaking of Ukraine, though, VP Harris says that high inflation, gas prices, and everything, well, that's because of U.S. sanctions in Russia. It's all because of Russia. It's Russia's fault we're suffering like this. And Mark Hamill and Ben Shapiro clashed over the interwebs on Twitter. All that and more. News Talk 92 KBEU, the news and talk of South Arkansas. News Talk 92 KBEU, the news and talk of South Arkansas. Good morning, everybody, here on this Monday morning. Oh, by the way, happy Pie Day, everybody. Happy Pie Day. Yes, yes. And it depends on how you like your pie. If you like a P-I or P-I-E. I prefer a little bit of P-I-E myself. I am a pie man. It's 3/14. March 14th. 3.14. Get it? Pie? Yep. Mm-hmm. Well, mathematically, yeah, this is pie. But when it comes to on the plate as a good dish, a little something on the side, I'm talking about P-I-E. Yes, pie. So happy Pie Day to either of you, you mathematicians out there, or you mathematical fans, and you foodies out there who love a good piece of pie. I'm with you on the pie side. P-I-E, yes. Let's see. My favorite would have to be, well, obviously it had to be pecan. It had to be pecan pie. But you can't do pecan pie with that corn syrup, though. I'm just saying. I mean, you know, if you're going to make pecan pie, you might as well make pecan pie with molasses. Mm-hmm. There's your sweetener right there. There's your binder. And some people use the clear Cairo corn syrup as you know, the sweetener and the binder and everything that kind of brings it all together. But I've seen more where people up north use the molasses, and some people do down here in the south as well, but not as common in the south as up north. And you know, once you get a taste of that molasses, or you get a little taste of that Yankee syrup up there, you know, because they get their syrup out the trees and not out the cornfield, you kind of get hooked on that flavor, and after a while, you just like. Some other things going on, though. Here on this Monday, the old gov there, the Hutch, he's going to be in town. Yes, sir. He will actually be out in East Camden and Calhoun County, just to clarify that like we did last time, because everybody kept saying Washita County and Camden, and Judge Nutt made that perfectly clear that up. You in my county. I'm just saying, it's a common mistake. It's fine, but I just want you to know, you're in my county. That was the funniest thing, though, because McAdoo was there, too. McAdoo and Nut were sitting next to each other, right? And, you know, if you were, like, looking at them, McAdoo would be on your left, and then Nut would be on your right, or if you're behind him, you know, Nut would be on your left, and McAdoo would be on your right. So, as I was kind of like up catty corner from them, so in front of them, but at a diagonal, and when I heard Nut make the correction, McAdoo was kind of sitting there, and he had his arms folded. You know, he's wearing his I think he's wearing a coat or something, but he had his arms folded. And then when Nut made it perfectly, Judge Nut made it perfectly clear, Calhoun County, you in East Camden, you in my territory. That it was kind of funny though, because everybody kept, you know, the presentation and everything was worded for Ouachita. Everything was worded for Ouachita. Everything was about Ouachita County, but you're not in Ouachita County, you're in Calhoun County. And so when Judge Nutt made it perfectly clear, you kind of see Judge McAdoo over there, you know, just kind of slump a little bit like, oh no. It's like, oh God, I can't believe he's doing this. You know, kind of like that moment where you get that friend, you know, that shoots off their mouth, and then you're kind of like, oh, man, shut up. Just sit down. But you know what? Totally understandable. Totally understandable that you know, he would, you know, he'd want to make it perfectly clear that you in my county, not that county. That's his county. This is my county. But of course, we still love Judge Nutt out there, and we love Judge McAdoo as well. And especially in April with oh man, hogskin holidays coming up, man. We missed it because of the COVIDs, and then we missed it last year because of the weather. If you remember last April, man, we had some storms come in and tear this place up. And then while we were broadcasting out in Hampton, which is Judge Nutt's territory, the storm left Camden and went that way as we were cutting across, and me and the storm, well, us and the storm just kind of crisscrossed each other and went back and forth. But, yeah. So, you know, you got the hogskin holidays coming up. So, of course, you know, that's Judge Nutt's big deal out there in Calhoun County Rodeo. So, that's coming up the weekend of April, what is that, April 8th? April 8th, yeah. So, April 8th, it'll be coming up there, and that'll be the 8th and 9th. We'll be out there. Dude, that's like our favorite thing out there to do. And then, of course, you know, we just had the Daffodil this past weekend. And that's Judge McAdoo's territory right there. Now you're in Ouachita County. Yeah. Now you're dealing with Judge McAdoo and the JPs. No, they didn't perform this weekend. No, they weren't there. They didn't set up or anything like that. It was a Daffodil Light. So they didn't have McAdoo and the JPs out there performing this weekend. However, though, it was a Daffodil Light, and as usual, where there's a Daffodil Festival, there's usually snow. And wow, what snow it was, because I left town shortly after we got off the air with the Daffodil Festival on Friday to head to Hot Springs to go do a walkthrough at an event. And it was raining when I got into, what was that, Eagle Crest over there, where 79 and 9 kind of come together? It's Eagle something over there. Anyhow, so I get on 9, right, and I'm going towards Holly Springs and everything, and then I start getting closer to Holly Springs, and I'm coming up on the county line there to Dallas and Ouachita, and it's raining. No big deal. Rains all the time, right? Yeah, no big deal. You see rain all the time here. By the time I get on the other side of Holly Springs, something looks weird. It looks off. Something's not right. And it looks like the rain's like coming right at me into the windshield. And I'm like, that's not right, because I'm not hearing the big pitter-patters of the rain hitting the windshield. It took me a few seconds, and I realized, oh, my gosh, that's snow. And then the snow got thicker and bigger. And by the time I got into Sparkman, man, it was coming down hard and heavy. And then got into Hot Springs, man, it was snowing really, really, really good. The good thing is, though, is with that snow, it was accumulating on the ground. And so you could tell that the ground overall was just too warm for the snow to actually stick, because you could see where the vegetation and grass and all that would stick there because it's up off the ground. And your roads and bridges and stuff actually stayed pretty decent. As long as there was traffic moving on there and stuff, it stayed warm enough that you didn't get any ice or anything built up like that. So, I mean, I was able to truck back and forth with no problems. So, anyhow, not McAdoo. The old gov there, the Hutch, will be coming to East Camden today to thank thousands of skilled workers in southern Arkansas who make weapon systems being used in the Ukraine to defend the country from the Russian invasion. That'll be at 2:30 today at the SAU Tech Student Center, where he had his last town hall meeting when he came into town for the COVIDs. So if you would like to be out there, I don't know if that's open to the public or not. I don't know. I had to make reservations. I had to RSVP to let them know that, hey, I want to be there as media. So anyhow, we'll get you the highlights on that tomorrow and how that went down and everything as well. So that's what's going on over there today. Speaking of which, though, get back on that weather. We do have some weather that's supposed to be coming in. Of course, the snow's gone now. So, I mean, Daffodil Festival's gone. Snow's gone, too. Now, if we hold another Daffodil Festival, I bet you snow will come back. Because wherever there's a Daffodil Festival, there's snow. So it's gone. And it's starting to look and feel more like spring here in Arkansas, especially now that we've flipped the time. We've advanced forward. By the way, did y'all remember to advance your clocks 1 hour? By the way, we're not on at 5 a.m., just so you know. It's 6 a.m. right now. So it's starting to feel more like spring around these here parts, and hopefully the weather will catch up with that as well, which it should more into the week. Of course, with warmer weather and colder weather, it brings with us some severe weather. And we could be seeing some severe weather coming in possibly tonight into Tuesday morning. So, of course, area high pressure that brought that nice weather there on Sunday will move off to the east throughout the day on Monday. And then today will feature mostly cloudy skies, a 30% chance of rain shower, but the risk for severe weather isn't until Monday night. So right now, Dallas-Fort Worth has actually got a severe weather statement out right now, which, give it time, it'll get here. I've noticed that pattern a lot since I've been here, since 2005. Anything that goes through Dallas-Fort Worth, chances are it'll show up over here. So we got a line of potentially severe thunderstorms that'll move into far southwest Arkansas after Monday evening. These will be the ones coming in from Dallas-Fort Worth. The storms will move from the west to east across the southern part of Arkansas throughout the night and into the early hours of Tuesday morning. Now, on Tuesday, this system will stall over us, continuing to bring showers and rain and storms and stuff here, but there is no risk of severe weather for Tuesday. However, though, what they're expecting, though, is some marginal to slight possible severe thunderstorms that could be seen here in Union County, Ouachita, Calhoun, Dallas, Nevada, Columbia, along with Clark County over there as well. So everybody could be seeing a chance of some risk for storms in the area. So everybody over in central Arkansas and further up, of course, are not in that area of what could be severe, a risk of severe. So, you could see at best a chance to see some storms, and some of these storms could produce some winds and hail, damaging winds, that is. And there's also a small risk for an isolated tornado flash flooding. Just, keep it here, and, we'll tell you what's going on and stuff. And, of course, if all else was lost and a tornado was coming to town, we would definitely break program and let you know. Head for the hills. No, go low, go low, go low. You want to go down low. Go to a low-lying area. Yeah, you don't want to go up high for tornadoes. That's where they like to feed, up high. And, keep you informed on where it's at, where it's going, all that other stuff there. Other than that, if it's just making thunder boomers out there and it's just raining and stuff, we'll let the National Weather Service break in with those. But everything else, though, if it gets that severe, we will break in. All right, we got to take this break on the other side to get into some other stuff that's going on here in your state and in your lives as well. All that more News Talk 92 KBEU.
COVID-19 cases are spreading across the state. Safe, effective, and free COVID vaccines are now readily available for all Arkansans ages 5 and up. Booster shots are also available for fully vaccinated people 12 and above. The vaccines are highly effective at preventing severe COVID. That means helping keep you from being hospitalized or even dying. Get vaccinated to protect yourself, your family, and your community. Learn more at healthy.arkansas.gov. This message brought to you by the Arkansas Department of Health.
Hey, mark your calendars for April 8th and 9th. Then get ready for the greatest show in South Arkansas, the Calco Rodeo. H&H Rodeo Company is bringing the hungriest bucking broncs and bulls you've ever seen to Hampton. Calf roping, saddle bronc riding, steer wrestling, team roping, barrel racing, and bull riding. They're all on their way to Hampton, April 8th and 9th for this year's Calco Rodeo. Yeehaw! Good morning, boys and girls. Let's see what we're going to do for a brand new work week, school week. You know, it's Monday. Starting things off at Camden Fairview, pre-K breakfast, egg and a cheese biscuit, fruit, and cold milk. K through 5 on the breakfast menu. Looks like egg and a cheese biscuit, fruit assortment, orange juice, apple juice, and milk. And for you middle and high schoolers, of course, you get your choice Pop-Tarts or cereal, chocolate chip muffin, egg and cheese biscuit, fruit assortment, orange juice, apple juice, and milk. Pre-K lunch, Camden Fairview, chicken nuggets, french fries, fruit cocktail, cold milk, K through 5. Looks like it's a crispy corn dog, french fries, baby carrots, fruit assortment, fruit cocktail, and cold milk. And for you middle and high schoolers, spicy chicken sandwich or a crispy corn dog, french fries, baby carrots, fruit assortment, fruit cocktail, and cold milk out in Harmony Grove. Breakfast is a Pop-Tart or fresh fruit. Lunch is Italiano spaghetti with mixed vegetables and a green salad and pears and fresh fruit and breadsticks. Alternatively, it's a hamburger and fries. Out in Hampton, breakfast is chicken and a biscuit or a glazed donut. You'll get fruit and then milk or juice. Lunch in Hampton's a barbecue sandwich, barbecue beans, coleslaw, Rice Krispies, and fruit. Out in Bearden for breakfast, it's banana bread, fruit and juice. Lunch, chicken strips, mashed taters and gravy. You get a roll and fruit. Well, we're kicking off the week feeding you. Hope you guys have a great week with your menus. I'm JJ.
News Talk 92 KBEU, the news in talk of South Arkansas. Here on your Pie Monday, baby. It's P.I. or P.I.E., whichever pie you like. Actually, it's P.I. because, you know, it's 314, 3.14. That's pie, baby. But you know what? I'm not a mathematician. I ain't into crunching numbers, but I do like crunching some pie. Yeah, a little olive oil there, maybe on the side there if it's apple. But other than that, though, you know, if it's pumpkin, got to put the whipped cream on there. For some reason, to me, I don't know about anybody else. Maybe you can throw in some ideas there or something. But with me, it seems like pumpkin pie is very dry. That's just me. It just seems very dry to me. Of course, you know, your pie may vary, but I have my daughter's mother actually made pumpkin pie one year, and I was quite impressed because it was the first time I'd ever had pumpkin pie that was moist. It was the first time ever. Typically, is what I do is I put the whipped cream on there, not so much for the flavoring, but to kind of moisten it up a little bit, so that way it's not so dry. Even the same thing with sweet potato pie. Kind of turns out the same way. It seems to be a little dry. The two seem to be dry, but you got to put the little dollop of Cool Whip on there, and it seems to moisten that up. But yeah, that one year I was like, wow, I can't believe it. I didn't even put any Cool Whip on there. That pie was moist, and I was like, you know what? It even had a little sweat on there. I couldn't believe it. The pie was sweating, and it was good. I liked it. I never had another pie like that again. Other than that, though, I know when I get a hold of some pumpkin there, I'm going to have to put a dollop of Cool Whip on there. But, of course, my other favorite, though, being pecan. Now, when we used to have Tippins, and that was a restaurant in Texas back home, you could go up there, and it was a pie shop. So you could go up there and get a whole pie, or you could get a sliced pie and a cup of coffee. It was really nice, man. A lot of kids hung up out there. A lot of us teenagers were hanging out up there. And cops were there. Cops in our area, they didn't eat donuts. They ate Tippins. And you go up there, and my favorite, though, was chocolate meringue up there. I get chocolate, kind of change it up a little bit and do a little something different. But it was fun. And then I guess for whatever reason, we got full and filled with pie that we didn't go and eat pie anymore and didn't support it, and Tippins closed down. No more Tippins. I don't know. There was a student protest or something going on over at Smackover High School Friday. Not really sure what that was all about, though, but if somebody has any idea, fill us in, man. Let us know what was going on, because they were holding signs and stuff saying, like, we want justice and free Tibet. And, no, wait a minute, that's the wrong one. We want justice and, let's see, justice for Phil, y'all. We want better administration. Honk for justice. I stand with Phil, y'all. We want justice. Yeah, that's what the signs were reading. So, yeah. Phil, who's Phil, y'all? Is that an administrator or something over there? Or is that a student or something? I don't know. Nobody seems to really know what was going on over there, other than there was just a few kids out there. Doesn't look like that many that were standing outside just having a little protest over there. So, yeah, if anybody knows anything about that, let us know. Let's see, real quick, though. VP Harris says that this high inflation, these gas prices and everything, it's the price to pay for the sanctions on Russia. Yes, if we didn't have any sanctions on Russia, then we wouldn't be seeing this inflation and these high gas prices. Of course, we were seeing inflation long before Russia, but, we're going to just blame it all on COVID. That's why Russia invaded the Ukraine. It was COVID. So on Friday, she had a message there for Americans who are worried about rising prices here and in the States. And she says there's a price to pay for democracy. Mm-hmm. Most people usually paid with their lives for democracy and freedom. Us, we're just going to pay higher gas prices. Well, VP Harris's comments came as Joe Biden there called for stripping Russia of its preferential trade status and impose a series of new economic penalties on Moscow for its ongoing assault on Ukraine. Which is, kind of sad, though, because it doesn't really hurt Putin. It hurts the people more than it does Putin. And you got to realize, too, man, you're talking about a country that just doesn't really care about humanity. You have a government over there that its sole purpose is what is best for Mother Russia and the goals for Mother Russia. And whatever it takes to make Mother Russia a success, then by any means necessary. So that means if you got to kill off a few people, keep a couple million people in poverty and things like that, starve a few people out, whatever, man. I mean, that's what you got to do to make, to make Mother Russia strive. See, we're dealing with two different mentalities here. So you're hurting the people more than you are the government. That's just our government doesn't get that. Anyhow, Harris says you got to stand with your friends. And she said when asked how long Americans should brace for higher consumer prices, and as everybody knows, even in your personal life, being loyal to those friendships based on common principles and values, sometimes it's just difficult. Sometimes it's difficult to stand next to your friends. Hey, I ain't standing next to that. Get out of here. So her comments come after she held a bilateral meeting with the Romanian president over there, Klaus, during which the two discussed Russia's invasion of Ukraine. I guess that was pretty much like, yeah, they did, didn't they? Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Yeah. And the United States' commitment to protecting NATO countries. So the VP there visits Romania as part of her trip to NATO. It's funny. She goes to NATO countries, but she didn't go to Mexico. Did she ever make it down there to the border? To Mexico to go see what was going on down there? Or was that just that little cackle that she did? I've seen a border. I've seen many borders. But, she go over there, but Mexico's not as exciting. I mean, it's just a drive down the countryside, and then poof, you're there. You're just like, this is it. Whereas, NATO, man, that's all over in Europe and everything. How cool is that, man? You can't just drive over there. You get to get in an airplane and fly over an ocean and stuff, and then you get to go to different countries and cultures and things like that. Whereas at Mexico, it's our name, man. It'd be more cool, to go see somebody on the other side of the pond than it would be across the street. Anyhow, yeah, whatever. All right, we're at the bottom of the six here. We got to take this break. We'll be right back.
You're listening to a public service announcement from the Arkansas Attorney General. The opioid crisis hits too close to home, killing hundreds of Arkansans each year and tearing families apart. On average, there are 62 pills prescribed for every man, woman, and child. Together, let's educate everyone, enforce the laws, and eliminate this epidemic. Let your Attorney General do the fighting for you. Call 800-482-8982 or visit arkansasag.gov.
Spring is on the way, and thousands of Arkansans will be hitting the area lakes and rivers. Ensure you'll enjoy another season of carefree boating with a short trip to Country Village Sporting Goods. Proper boat maintenance is key to a season of safe boating, and nobody knows more about boats than the folks at Country Village Sporting Goods. 965 Smackover Highway in El Dorado. Sales, service, and maintenance. Country Village Sporting Goods, your Express Boats and Yamaha dealer.
CareLink, Central Arkansas's area agency on aging, strives to alleviate the stresses family caregivers experience when caring for older loved ones by providing services such as home care and Meals on Wheels in Central Arkansas. Learn more about helping a parent or grandparent at carelink.org or by calling 372-5300 or toll free at 800-482-6359. This message brought to you by CareLink, the Arkansas Broadcasters Association, and this station.
From ABC Sports, I'm Brian Clark. 22 seasons in the NFL was apparently not enough for Tom Brady, but 40 days of retirement was more than enough for the 7-time Super Bowl champion to announce he will return to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for a 23rd season in the league. Brady writing on social media he realized his place is on the football field and not in the stands. ESPN's Jeff Darlington says
he was able to make the decision soon enough that the Bucs as an organization can still put together this plan for free agency and still put the pieces in place to make another championship run.
The NCAA men's basketball tournament field of 68 was revealed. Gonzaga, Arizona, Baylor, and Kansas are the 4 number 1 seeds. Kentucky is seeded second in the East, but head coach John Calipari likes his team's chances to cut down the nets.
This team fights and they try and they're together.
This is ABC Sports.
I need a laptop that helps me work remote from Charleston or Charlotte or wherever I am this week.
It's possible at Staples.
How about a PC that can manage my workload at a price I can manage?
Also possible. Your local Staples store has the innovative tech and tools you need to take on the future of work. And this week at Staples, you can save up to $230 on select PCs. Explore what's new for your business at Staples, the working and learning store. Ends 3/19, limit 2, in-store only.
Good Monday morning, everybody. We are looking at a 50% chance at showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. We'll have increasing clouds and temperatures reaching near 63. Tonight, showers and possibly a thunderstorm are expected. Overnight low near 49. For Tuesday, showers are expected. Temperatures will reach near 63. Tuesday night, cloudy and 45. Wednesday, mostly sunny and 73. Out of the Radio Works Weather Center, I'm JJ.
News Talk 92 KBEU, the news and talk of South Arkansas. There we go. Sounds like one of them good trucking songs right there. Oh, yeah, and a big shout out to them truckers out there, man. They're sitting there putting it all on the line. Them highway junkies needing that old white line to get it on. And carrying it on, getting all that stuff and everything from point A to point B, from one side of the country to the other side of the country, all the way to our shelves. So that way we can enjoy the life that we have become accustomed to as Americans. And so, big salute out there to those truckers as well. So we definitely appreciate everything y'all do out there, too. Can't forget about them. Let's see, some other things going on around here. By the way, we've got Ben Shapiro that comes here on this station. He's on Monday through Friday. I think Saturdays, too. Yeah, he's on Saturdays. And, of course, he's at 10 to midnight. He's on a little late. So 10 to midnight here on 92.7 KBEU. And, of course, you catch him on Daily Wire and everything else. But we prefer you listen to him here if you can. And him and Mark Hamill. You remember Mark Hamill. He was the one that played Luke Skywalker in that movie, the Star Wars and stuff. Yeah, that's him. So, even though he's not relevant anymore, he's become relevant again. Because, Mark Hamill got on the Twitters, and he was saying stuff about this bill that's going through Florida, where they're trying to pass a bill in Florida. I don't know if you've ever heard of this, but they call it the Don't Say Gay bill. And that's what they've dubbed it as. So it's a controversial bill that refers to a motion passed by the Florida Senate that bans the discussion of sexual orientation or identity in schools for children under the age of 10. So the activists dubbed it as Don't Say Gay. And the decision has caused an uproar online with many people speaking out up against the bill, including Luke Skywalker himself, Mark Hamill, everybody. And, Mark Hamill, everybody. Yeah, there you go. Yep. Everybody remembers him. At least people my age remember him. I guess anybody else, any kid would be like, who? Oh, that's not Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker, that other guy. Anyhow, so Shapiro snapped back at Hamill. At Hamill's initial tweeter, before Hamill's swift response gained hundreds of thousands of likes. So, what happened is that, hang on, I gotta wait for the thing to load. There it is, okay. So, Hamill makes a tweet, right? And all he says is gay, 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 gay. And he just kept repeating it and repeating it and repeating the word gay. And then Occupy Democrats picked it up, and they're like, Florida students spoke loud and clear this week against the GOP's bill to cancel free speech and LGBTQ people. And they're going to say gay anyway, all right? So then, one of those retweets was from an American political commentator and also founder of the Daily Wire. And also a host here on the station as well, Ben Shapiro. So he took issue there with Hamill support and wrote, so I take it you wish to indoctrinate small children into gender and sexual ideology because that's the only reason you're parroting idiotic propaganda. So that's what he said back to Mark Hamill's gay, 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 right? So then late on Thursday, Hamill replied back to Ben in a very curt fashion saying, hi, Ben. I love mind-reading acts. Now, guess which finger I'm holding up? And he used some emojis and stuff. And then his sign-off is a pun to his own name, Mark Hamill, a.k.a. Mark Hamill, because he used the heart and then Mar. And then put the camel emoji there. Mark Hamill. If I have to explain, it ain't funny. So anyhow, Hamill's tweet received over 190,000 likes and counting, and thousands of replies to his tweet aimed at Shapiro. So based on that scoreboard, though, it looks like both Shapiro and Hamill received for their tweets and arguments and stuff, the internet gave Hamill 10 times more support for his stance on the Don't Say Gay bill. So, that's where that's at. Of course, you want to hear Ben Shapiro. You can tune in here 10 to midnight. You're on 92.7. And listen to him go on about stuff and things like that. He has got a really good breakdown of everything that's going on in Russia. And one of the biggest things that I've noticed, though, when it comes to American media is that the American media is really missing the point here when it comes to the struggle between Ukraine and Russia. And I'm having to go overseas to get actual news about what's going on. Other than the fact that, Russia invaded, we got that. Okay, so, all right. So there's a point there. Russia invaded. So that's a news fact. And then we've got the, Russia bombed stuff. So that's a news fact. So we got that. And then when it comes to breaking all this down, we've got these talking heads and these pundits and everything that are going on about, well, you see, Russia's over there. Russia's over there because they're there for the oil. Well, okay, kind of, sort of, but not all the way. Russia's over there because the Ukraine used to belong to Russia. Well, yeah, that is part of it, true, but that's not all of it. Well, Russia's over there because they don't want Ukraine to join NATO. Well, yeah, that's part of it too, but that's not all of it. See, everybody keeps bringing one point, like they lock on a point and then they run with that. Well, this is why Russia's invading Ukraine. And it's like, dude, this stuff goes all the way back to 876 what, AC, DC, BC, D, B, Ace, yeah, something like that. Anyhow, that's how far back that history goes. And then of course, you know, the history between all that. And Shapiro's got a really good breakdown, a timeline of everything that leads up to this moment. And some of that stuff, some of the stuff I actually remember from history class, and some of it we didn't even talk about in history class. We never talked about the Holodomor. That thing. The basically the Ukraine Holocaust. I struggle with saying the name, but anyhow, that was the one where Stalin basically starved all the Ukrainians out to basically rid the land of the unpleasance and then replenish the land with Russians, because those were the good ones. Basically, and that's the other thing too. You got to understand, the Ukes are now. I'm not saying that. I'm going to tell you something here, and this is just, you know, America has its issues between whites and blacks, right? Okay, so when it comes to Russia and Ukes are trash of Europe. Now, I'm not saying that as that I believe that. I'm saying that is the mentality that is over there, and that's usually why when it comes to history, why like Stalin and everybody else, why everybody keeps beating up on the Ukes. I mean, God, they've been invaded by everybody throughout history. I know the Greeks came through there and they trashed the place. And then, of course, Russia came through there and they keep trashing the place. They won't go away. They'll come in, they'll trash the place, and then they leave. And then they come back a few years later and they retrash the place as well. But supposedly, from what I understand, that's how we got our Orthodox religion was because of the Greeks. Because if you notice, anyone who's Orthodox in Ukraine or Hungary, look at their cross. Now, we have the traditional cross. You know, it looks like a big plus sign, but with an extended leg or tail. You know, it looks like an airplane. Yeah, it looks like an airplane. That's our cross, right? Our Christian cross. If you look at the Ukraine-Hungarian cross, it's a little different. It has 2 bars on the top. So it looks just like our cross, but it has the cross part that we know of. Okay, so imagine the cross in your head. So there it is. Now, above the cross, the top bar, put another bar on there, but a little bit more narrow. Okay, so now you got a narrow bar up there. Now go down to the bottom of the cross and take another bar that's very narrow and turn it about 45 degrees. That is a Greek Orthodox cross. Now that Greek Orthodox cross, for some reason, when the Greeks came over and they pretty much pillaged and had fun with the Hungarians and the Ukrainians and all that, they left their religion behind. And so why, which I never understood that, why is it that if the Ukrainians are not fans of Greeks, so why did they keep their religion? It's like, okay. But anyhow, that's Orthodox. So that's how you can tell the difference between Jew Ukrainians and Orthodox Ukrainians, and same thing with the Hungarians too. So we're talking about stuff that goes way back. And so the Ukraine's just been pretty much just trashed by everybody. And they get picked on a lot too. But the overall mentality of it is that area basically looks at Ukes as European trash. And I'm not, like I said, don't sit there and, you know, turn me and saying, Doc Bryce says Ukrainians are trash. Well, I mean, I'm 3rd generation Ukraine, so I'm not sitting there saying, yeah, I can say that, because I'm just telling you that's the mentality over there. Nobody talks about that in the news, because that's another reason why that Russia's invading Ukraine. And the same reason why Stalin went through there and pretty much killed everybody off by starving them to death. What? No, we're not starving them. We give them food. They don't eat. I don't know why. See? So, you know, and that's how they play it off. It's like, what? We give them food. We can't help. We cannot help that they don't eat. We say, eat. And they go, no. So this, poo on them for not eating. And that's how they play it off. They'll just sit there and go, what? We not take food away. And then the reality is what it is. Yeah, they took all the food away, and they kill them off. because they're seen as trash. So then you repopulate the Ukraine with Russians, and then look at that. The land is holy once again. Yes, the land is purely rightfully populated by those who should rightfully be there, the Russians, because now you have to understand, way back when, Kiev and all that, or Kyiv now, since they've changed the name, all that stuff goes back to where Russia gave birth to Russians. That's how far back they go. See, and the media is not talking about. All they're talking about is, well, they don't want them to join NATO. They're over there for the oil and all this other stuff. Like, dude, man, this stuff goes way deeper than that. But, okay, yeah, sure. We'll go with your stuff there. Whatever. Anyhow, see, now you got a little history on there. It's like, wow, Ukraine's, really? Doc Bryce said Ukraine's are, Doc Bryce didn't say Ukraine's are trash. Doc Bryce telling you that the mentality over there, that Russians typically, through history, and the Greeks and some of the other people that have invaded Ukraine have felt mentally that Ukrainians are trash and treated them like trash. They even got a little name for them that kind of translates to a name like we have here for people that you're not allowed to say. And you probably piece that together and realize that, what? And it's like, yeah, they got one of them too over there. Who knew? I knew. They just don't tell you that. So anyhow, while we're over there in the Ukraine and doing media reporting and everything else and trying to tell you what we think is actually going on over there in the Ukraine. Yes, I know I keep calling it the Ukraine. Actually, I've been trying to break myself of that habit because I've called it the Ukraine ever since I was a kid. And I've always called it Kiev because we always thought that's what it was. And then after a family meeting, we realized, oh, they changed the name. Who knew? Obviously, they didn't pass the memo on to the family over here. So anyhow, as the attack continues on Ukraine, journalists are putting themselves in the midst of battles to document all this history. Because one day it'll end up on the History Channel. Not the Theory Channel, but the History Channel. See how I did that? CRT, Critical Theory. It's not the Theory Channel. It's the History Channel. And there is no theory in history. Anyhow, the world is now mourning an American filmmaker, an Arkansas native out of Little Rock, Brent Renaud, who was killed by Russian forces outside the capital of Kyiv. So he spent decades traveling across the globe, telling stories and everything that needed to be told, spending time in Afghanistan, Iraq, Haiti, just to name a few. He's been doing stories that most media guys would never see if it wasn't for people like Brent, who go out there and do these stories and that come with a lot of danger. So Renaud was in Ukraine documenting refugees attempting to leave the country alongside his partner, Juan Ardano, who was also injured in the attack. So the media community, of course, is pouring hard out to the loss of one of their own. Even Cotton got in on this as well. Tom Cotton chimed in about it because, Renaud is from Little Rock and being a Arkansas native as well. And hearing the news, Cotton released the following statement after hearing about this. He says, Arkansans are saddened today by the death of Brent Renaud in Ukraine. I join them in expressing deepest condolences to the Renaud family, and I reiterate to Vladimir Putin and his military leaders that the intentional targeting of innocent civilians, including reporters, is a war crime. Oh, yeah, you're going down. That's what Cotton's saying to Putin. He's saying, you're going down. You killed one of our own. You killed one of our media people. You're going down. Yes, unite media people. Yes, all join together and bring your cardboard signs, and we will storm the what can we storm? I'll get back with you on that. We got to find something to storm. But yes, all media people unite and bring your cardboard signs and your marquee or your magic Sharpies. Yeah, that's it. Your Sharpies. I got one right here. Oh yeah, I got a Sharpie right there. Oh, it's a good one too. That's how you know they're good. So bring those out, and we'll meet and try and think of something that we can storm. We need something to storm, so we can show the world that we're mad. Yes, we're mad. Kill one of our people. How dare you? So yeah, actually, that's I don't know the guy. Never heard of him, but of course, thoughts and prayers go out as well. And it's a media guy, too. I mean, you got somebody out there who's trying to report, not so much report, but tell a story, that something that we may have never seen. And some of these guys go out there and put it all on the line just to bring you back these footages and scenes and stories and everything that other than that you would have never known, never heard of. And especially a lot of things that's not reported in the news, not so much because, news is biased and they don't want to report it, but because you've got a lot of corresponders out there that don't go that far into the line. They're usually somewhere safe where they're reporting from, and they only know what they can get information from. And then some of these guys, like this Brent guy here, who's actually right there in the trenches with all the action and everything. And some of these guys, man, it's not just him. There's some other ones out there, too. So, yeah, thoughts and prayers, though, go out to his family, his family, and his partner out there who got injured as well. But, yes, unite and bring your cardboard signs, and we shall find something to show Putin that we're serious. Let's see, I already told you, though, Hutch will be out at the Student Center in East Camden today showing gratitude and saluting those and honoring those who work out there in the area, who make thousands of skilled workers who are making weapon systems and stuff being used in Ukraine as well. All right, I've got to take this break. On the other side of that, we'll get into some other things, and then we'll wrap up this hour and get into the roundtable coming up at 7:20. We got a special guest, Robert and Connie, coming in from the Ouachita County Republicans Committee, and they've got a special event that'll be coming up on I believe it's the 21st. I think so. Yes, a 21st, a week from today. And they will have special guest Doc Washburn, former KARN radio host, that'll be coming in to give a speech there on the 21st. And, of course, we'll have more details and all that about that in the 7:20 hour. All right, hang out. We got to take this break. We'll be right back.
Hey, Jerry.
Hey, Ashley.
I've been thinking, there is something wrong with the world.
Just one thing? Because it seems we're inundated with bad news everywhere we look.
That's what I'm talking about. Where are all the great stories about great people?
You're right. That's definitely something media seems to have gotten away from.
Exactly. So let's start telling stories of triumph, success, and give people something to listen to that is uplifting, informative, and funny.
I love that idea. Let's be the change we want to see in the world.
Well, changing the world starts at home. So let's deliver stories about people who are from the Ouachita region.
Right on. Let's chronicle the tales of local folks.
The Ouachita Chronicles, the new podcast that aims to tell stories that often go untold. Join Ashley and Jerry as they chronicle the interesting characters that call the Ouachitas home. You can find it wherever you stream podcasts. Just search for the Ouachita Chronicles or at thewashitapodcast.com, which also offers a variety of podcasts for every interest. The Ouachita Chronicles is brought to you by Don's Easy Pay.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive save over $700 on average, and those savings add up. Imagine what you could buy in the future.
So yeah, I used the savings from switching to Progressive 50 years ago to finally buy my dream car. It's a self-driving flying car, but we just say self-flying now. You know, because it's the future, and cars fly in the future.
So switch to Progressive and save big, because those savings can add up in the future. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National annual average insurance savings by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive in 2020. Potential savings will vary.
Searching for fun ways to spend your tax return? Boats for cats. Oh, flotation devices for cats. Don't waste it all on something silly. Spend smarter with Straight Talk. Get our Silver Unlimited plan for $45 a month with unlimited high-speed data and 5 gigs of hotspot data on the nation's largest, most dependable networks with nationwide 5G. If you're looking to get the most out of your refund, your search ends here. Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise. See terms and conditions at straighttalk.com.
News Talk 92 KBEU, the news and talk of South Arkansas. Getting close to the top of the 7 here. We are about 3 minutes to be exact until we hit top of the hour there. ABC News and all that up on the other side. So Entergy is looking behind the scenes at a Landing Tractor Supply distribution center. So I don't know if you heard about this, but the old tractor supply company, TSC, publicly traded there on the market, announced in January it will soon locate a $100 million distribution center for home goods and equipment for farms and families in Maumelle, Arkansas. Yay. Yay. Look at that. Maumelle gets a distribution center. Arkadelphia gets a hostess. And Maumelle there gets a tractor supply company. And, yeah. So, now Entergy's got to figure out how they're going to bring all that power in and everything to be able to supply all the powers and stuff over there. Anyhow, so they're doing that, and this will be where they bring into stuff like four-wheelers and farm stuff, house stuff, industrial stuff, and it's the largest rural lifestyle retailer in the U.S. Now, they've got more than 2,000 stores in 49 states, 9 existing distribution centers, and the company also owns PetSense, a small box pet specialty supply retailer. So this one, though, this will be their 10th distribution center, and it'll be constructed on Champs Boulevard in Maumelle and is expected to be completed the first quarter of 2023, creating 450 full-time jobs. So landing that deal out there, of course, means that somebody's going to have to get busy out there. Now, the Entergy Arkansas Business and Economic Development Team worked with the Arkansas Economic Development Commission, the city of Maumelle, the landowners for more than 3 years to make the location a certified select site and legitimately ready for future employer and customers. It's going to be big, and it's going to need a lot of power. So the property was full of opportunities and challenges, and to meet those expectations of a prospective company, it had been listed and shown for several years before Entergy Arkansas became actively involved and worked through the necessary criteria to certify the site. Now, the certification work for this site set the bar for eliminating surprises, but the vetting process and everything eventually led to perfect for the developer and investor. And so it was mostly timber, and it was used for hunting back in the day and things like that, four-wheel riding and stuff, the land and stuff, some landowners, and a few other surprises. It requires more work and due diligence than most sites, and the commitment to the process is going to pay off in jobs and investments and stuff. So to become an Entergy Arkansas Select site, a location must pass a rigorous set of requirements and review pertaining to environmental, historical, culture, geotechnical interest, land surveys, court documents, research, site control, ownership or options, and more are required to complete the process. However, completing the audit ensures the site has appropriate access to utilities and the right-of-ways and is ready for prospective buyers. Whoo, that's a lot to get some land ready out there. So, hey, that's a good question, though. Do we have any land around here in Ouachita or Camden that would be considered an Entergy select site? That's a good question. Just the fact that, we see this, going in over in Maumelle, which, good for them over there in Maumelle, that they're doing stuff like that. And then, Arkadelphia getting a hostess, good for them that they're getting stuff like that. And, sitting here wondering, what about Camden? We got all this stuff sitting over here and nobody's using it. We got the river, we got the railways, we got the airport, we got highways, all kinds of stuff, man. We could do it all three-dimensional right there for you, even maybe fourth-dimensional. All right, it is top of the hour. Let's get into this. News Talk 92 KBEU.
Your name here. News Talk 92 KBEU Bearden. News Talk for South Arkansas. News Talk 92 KBEU.
ABC News, I'm Tom Rivers. This morning, Russia and Ukraine holding a fourth round of talks via video link. Both sides with optimistic comments over the weekend that they're moving toward a compromise. Talks coming after a deadly Russian strike on a military base near the Polish border, just miles from NATO territory. This, as senior administration officials say, the Russians are going to increase their attacks. That could include Lviv, where they're convinced attack staging is happening. U.S. official says Russia is now asking China for military aid. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesman, speaking through a translator, calls it disinformation.
The U.S. has been constantly spreading disinformation against China. This is malicious. China's position on the Ukraine issue is consistent and clear. We have always been playing a constructive role in promoting peace talks.
This is ABC News.
As a parent, you know kids are amazing and expensive. But with Fabric, protecting your family with term life insurance is surprisingly affordable with a personalized policy for your family starting at less than $1 a day. It's quick, easy, all online, and you could be approved instantly. Plus, no risk, cancel anytime. Secure your family's financial future today at meetfabric.com/future. That's MEET fabric.com/future. Fabric Insurance Agency policies issued by Vantis Life, not available in New York and Montana. Prices subject to underwriting and health questions.
This tax filing season could be one for the record books. There are thousands of dollars worth of new tax credits on the table, and Jackson Hewitt will help make sure you get every one you deserve. Tax credits for being a parent, taking care of a parent, taking classes, and so much more. Don't leave thousands on the table. Jackson Hewitt will make sure you get credit for all you do and get your biggest refund guaranteed. Learn more and find your nearest location at jacksonhewitt.com.
Imagine being denied an apartment because of your religion, or your race, or because you have children, or a disability.
It's so wrong.
Yes, but who has the power to stop this?
You do. Each of us has the power. The law is on your side. It's illegal for landlords to discriminate because of race, color, religion, sex, national origin, disability, or familial status. If you suspect that you have experienced housing discrimination, file a complaint with HUD immediately so we can investigate it. Fair housing is your right.
Use it.
To learn more, visit hud.gov/fairhousing. That's hud.gov/fairhousing. Or call 1-800-669-9777. 1-800-669-9777. A public service message from HUD in partnership with the National Fair Housing Alliance.
St. Jude exceeds any expectation or any dream I could have ever had about a hospital. First was getting David here to save his life. But then I was told we wouldn't get a bill. I didn't quite process that. How's this possible? It's possible through all the wonderful people who donate.
It's pretty amazing when you consider that 7 years ago, we didn't have the treatments we have now. We cure 80% of children with cancer. If you think about that, I mean, go back 50 years, we were curing 20 to 30%. This is the miracle story of modern medicine.
The research here is research that we share with everyone else because overall, we want to help all children that have cancer. What makes that possible is people that give to St. Jude. They really help us to fulfill our mission, and we're so grateful to have them on our team.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Good Monday morning, everybody. We are looking at a 50% chance at showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. We'll have increasing clouds and temperatures reaching near 63. Tonight, showers and possibly a thunderstorm are expected. Overnight low near 49. For Tuesday, showers are expected. Temperatures will reach near 63. Tuesday night, cloudy and 45. Wednesday, mostly sunny and 73. Out of the Radio Works Weather Center, I'm JJ.
The Morning Mayhem is for entertainment purposes only.
News Talk 92 KBEU, the news to talk in South Arkansas, here on this here Monday morning. Could see some severe thunderstorms sneak in later tonight. There is a possibility of that. They're expecting at worst maybe some high damaging wind and maybe possibly some hail out of that, though. Other than that, though, it'll pass through Monday night, and Tuesday morning should be okay and good and stuff and things like that. So there's that. Today it is National Pie Day, everybody. Yes, sir. It is P-I, not P-I-E, but you know what? If you're not a mathematician like me and you like the other kind of pie, P-I-E, then you know what? Today can be your day, too. And reason why today is Pie Day, or P-I Day, is because March 14th comes out to 3 or 3-14, or however you want to put it there, but it's 314, which is pi. And of course, pi goes on beyond 0.14 and goes on to infinity, but we're not going to get into that. We'll just stop it at the 1/10 there, or 100th, a tenth of the 3. So yeah. Anyhow, guess what? That means that today, pizza places have got a bunch of deals going on. So check your local pizza joint to find out what kind of pizza pie they got going on. Because it's pie, but that's P-I-E though. And so the pie, and it's P.I. Day, but we're going to celebrate both. So a recent poll found that a third of Americans don't know what pie is. P.I. that is, not P-I-E. Everybody knows what P-I-E is because we eat it and we love it. So some just have a vague notion it has something to do with math. That's about it. 19% said they had no idea what it is. 3% thought it was some kind of hypotenuse of a triangle, a hypotenuse, part of a triangle. 2% said angles and parallelogram. 1% also said it's a volume of water. And 7% thought that it was a mass of pie, like P-I-E. Mass of pie. that you eat. 2/3 knew the correct answer. It's the ratio of a circle's circumference to its diameter, and it's used it's used in all areas of math and physics, and to calculate stuff and things, like if you're trying to figure out, you want to buy a bunch of apples, right? A banana and a peach, and you're trying to figure out how much it would cost. So you have to use some algebra there to figure out how much it costs per pound, and divide all that and everything, because the banana has one price, the apple has another price, and the peach has a different price. But they're selling them all by the pound there, and you got to figure out how much. So you use some pie. So what you do is you just ditch the apples and go buy an apple pie. That's what you do. See there, look at that. See there, we figured it out. Just ditch the fruit and go buy an apple pie. And if you really want to spice it up a little bit, there you go. Chunk some ice cream there on the side. Warm up that pie and put some vanilla ice cream there along the side. And it's a beautiful thing. And you're going to love Pie Day. So, that's not how you... here's what you really care about. As always, a bunch of places have deals on pizza and actual pies today. So here's a few, though, that if you can find one in your area... which I know we don't have a 7-Eleven around here anyways. We got a CC's, but the only CC's I know of is down in Hot Springs. Blaze Pizza, don't think we have one of those. Don't have a BJ's restaurant either. But they'll all have pie at, get this, $3.14. Pizza deals all day. CC's, they'll be doing their all-you-can-eat for $3.14. Get it? $3.14 pie and $3. Yeah. Anyhow. They have don't they have a Boston's Market or something up there in Little Rock or something like that? I think so. Anyhow, Mari's calendars, with any entree, you can get a slice of free pie there. Whole Foods is giving Amazon Prime members a $3.14 off apple pies and cherry pies, and White Castle has a coupon for a free pie on a stick. Who knew you could get pie on a stick? Huh. There you go. So it is Pie Day today. So congratulations and happy Pie Day to you too. Anyhow, let's see. With the gas prices going up and everything, get this. Would you consider riding a bike with gas prices going up with the way they are right now? Some shops are actually starting to get ready for big bike sales coming up here because they actually believe that as long as gas prices continue to rise, many are actually trying to figure out ways to beat the price increase. Because, now, shoot, my, let's see, what's my thing coming to? My thing here is, let's see. So, let's see. Last month, I spent $419 on fuel. My total cost overall is $5,564.43. Total cost. My cost last year was $3,727.30. So, I know that can't be right because it says estimated cost per year is supposed to be, well, that might be right. It says estimated cost per year will be $4,153.41. So last year I spent $3,727. Last month I spent $419, which is let's see, my average cost is $29.60 because, dude, I can't fill up anymore, and I have to be real careful about. Hang on. Okay, and have to be real careful here about how much fuel I put into the tank there because. Man, it cost $105.30 to fill that thing up to the top, which normally would run me about $53. And so, yeah, so the other thing is to, keep this in mind, because I was thinking about this too the other day. If you too are experiencing issues with trying to keep your tank full and you're just kind of putting a little bit in there to get you down the road until you run out and then got to get some more because you have no choice but to get some more, keep this in mind. Now watch yourself, though, because as you keep that fuel tank a little low because of gas prices and stuff, you need to watch out for that fuel pump. You got a fuel pump that's sitting inside your gas tank, and it sits down there at the bottom. But the thing is what happens if you keep that tank low and you keep running it low, not only are you sucking up all the crap and everything in the bottom of the tank, and that's going into your filter, your fuel filter, and that's also going into your fuel injectors, and that's also going to give you issues down the road and get you to run less efficient, and then you're going to have to put some stuff in there, take it to a mechanic, and get all that crap cleaned out. Another thing which is kind of easy to get that taken care of, but here's the deal. Fuel pump. If you keep your gas low in the tank, it exposes that fuel pump. And believe it or not, the gasoline that's in your tank actually helps keep your fuel pump cool. So the more you keep that fuel pump exposed and the more you keep the fuel down below, that can actually cause your fuel pump to crap out. Now, if your fuel pump craps out, here's the problem. You have to drop the tank to get to the fuel pump because the fuel pump is sitting up at the top where the fuel comes out and everything to go to the fuel lines and all that's right there. So you actually have to drop the fuel pump, get it down, because it's actually in between the top of the tank and the bottom of the fuselage of your vehicle. So there's no way you're just going to reach your hand up in there and grab you some stuff, and because you can't get tools in there, you can't get your hand in there, and not only that, you can't clear to be able to pull the pump out anyway. So it's got to come down. And yeah, it really stinks if you got a full tank too, because that makes it even harder. And drop that tank, get that switched out and everything. And chances are you're probably going to end up having to take it to a mechanic to get that done. And it's going to be pretty pricey. So not only is the cost of fuel going to be killing you, watch what you're doing though. If you can, my recommendation is if you can, get that tank up as full as you can. Just top it off, man. Just bite the bullet, fill it up. And what you need to do is start gauging between full and half. Not half and empty. Half and empty is bad. That's real bad. So that's going to give you problems. And so what you need to do is just top it off, get it full, and then run it between half and full. So that way you've got gas constantly surrounding that fuel pump, and hopefully that'll keep that fuel pump from overheating and crapping out. And not only that, that'll also help keep you from sucking up all the crap and everything that's sitting in the bottom of your tank and getting into your fuel line, your fuel filters, and everything else. So, yeah. What? Oh, okay. 231-5755, 231-5755. All right, wow, it is a crazy Monday full show. Show me that number again. It is 231-5755, 231-5755. All right, this just coming in here. The 911 system is down. If you need to access 911, you're told to call 870-231-5755. 911 system is currently down at the moment, so if you are needing assistance and trying to call 911, that will not work. You need to call 870-231-5755 for your 911 needs until 911 comes back up. Oh, wow, what a crazy day, man. Oh, all kinds of weird issues going on. So anyhow, yeah, keep that in mind, and if you can, try and keep that fuel above your fuel pump there, so that way you don't have issues with your fuel pump going out. And not only that, you're not sucking up all that crap and everything and messing up your engine parts and stuff. So anyhow, as gas prices continue to rise, many people have actually thought about ways to beat these prices at the pump. And some of those either consist of using an electric vehicle. Some people have even considered to hell with it and just walk. And there's plenty of people that are trying. But what about a bike? Well, if you think about it, gas is close to the highest, it's ever been. And, it's going to keep getting higher, maybe the highest we've ever seen. So with the gas prices being the way they are, this could bring on a new trend where people are probably going to start buying bicycles to get around. So some bike shops are actually looking towards actually seeing a hit because people are going to start storming the bike stores and stuff and buying up bikes. That probably wouldn't be a bad idea to gauge because, if you go to a bike store, you're talking about spending a lot of big money there on a bike, and you're talking about buying a high-end bike as well. If you go to Walmart, you're probably looking at one of the regular brand names, Huffy, Diamondback, Schwinn. You can buy a Schwinn at Walmart. And things like that. And if you notice the bike racks over there are empty, then chances are it looks like people are actually starting to take this thing seriously and buy bikes. I've pulled mine out of storage. It's sitting in the living room right now because I've got to put air in the tires and go through it and make sure that it is road ready. Actually, yes, I am thinking about just, when it comes to doing stuff around town, like going from the house to Max or something, or just running a quick errand. Hell, even maybe going as far from the house to work, since I live right down the street. Might actually start considering riding a bike just for short distances and keep the truck parked at the house. Unless I need it for longer drives and stuff, like going transmitter, because then I got to carry tools and things like that. Doing worky stuff, then probably, yeah. So another thing to consider is electric bikes. So instead of having to pedal, you can get a little electric bike with an electric motor on there. It looks just like a regular old bicycle, but it's got an electric motor. Some of them back in the day had gas-powered motors on there. Remember those? Mopeds? Yes, that's right. You could use the motor on there if you wanted to power the thing. And if you didn't want to, you could pedal it. Moped. See? Motorized pedaling bike. Something like that. So, yeah. Are you thinking about getting a bike and start riding a bike instead of using your vehicle? I'm thinking about it, too.
Sarah Huckabee Sanders.
I'll never forget being a student at Little Rock Central High and watching them hold open the doors for the Little Rock Nine. Doors that 40 years earlier had been closed to them because they're black. Good triumphed over evil. That is who we are. The radical left wants to teach our kids America is a racist and evil country, but our Kansans are generous, hardworking people. I was born and raised here. This is where we chose to raise our family. And I want the same for my 3 kids as yours, a better life here in Arkansas. We don't want our kids living under socialism, cancel culture, and big government taking away our freedom. As governor, I will defend our freedom and champion good schools, higher paying jobs, and a better life for all.
Paid for by Sarah for governor.
Good morning, boys and girls. Let's see what we're going to do for a brand new work week, school week. It's Monday. Starting things off in Camden Fairview, pre-K breakfast, egg and a cheese biscuit, fruit, and cold milk. K through 5 on the breakfast menu. Looks like egg and a cheese biscuit, fruit assortment, orange juice, apple juice, and milk. And for you middle and high schoolers, of course, you get your choice Pop-Tarts or cereal, chocolate chip muffin, egg and cheese biscuit, fruit assortment, orange juice, apple juice, and milk. Pre-K lunch, Camden Fairview, chicken nuggets, french fries, fruit cocktail, cold milk, K through 5. Looks like it's a crispy corn dog, french fries, baby carrots, fruit assortment, fruit cocktail, and cold milk. And for you middle and high schoolers, spicy chicken sandwich or a crispy corn dog, French fries, baby carrots, fruit assortment, fruit cocktail, and cold milk out in Harmony Grove. Breakfast is a Pop-Tart or fresh fruit. Lunch is Italiano spaghetti with mixed vegetables and a green salad and pears and fresh fruit and breadsticks. Alternatively, it's a hamburger and fries. Out in Hampton, breakfast is chicken and a biscuit or a glazed donut. You'll get fruit and then milk or juice. Lunch in Hampton's a barbecue sandwich, barbecue beans, coleslaw, Rice Krispies, and fruit. Out in Bearden for breakfast, it's banana bread, fruit and juice. Lunch, chicken strips, mashed taters and gravy. You get a roll and fruit. Well, we're kicking off the week feeding you. Hope you guys have a great week with your menus. I'm JJ.
March 14th, it's National Pie Day.
I love pie.
Pizza pie or dessert pie.
Blueberry blackberry. Blackberry boysenberry. Boysenberry huckleberry. Huckleberry raspberry. Raspberry strawberry. Strawberry cranberry. Peach.
It's not that kind of pie.
It is about math.
A celebration of the mathematical pie that takes place on 3/14.
You're that nerd. March 14th, which is pi 3.14.
Today is National Pie Day.
National Pie Day.
Let's do this.
Wake up! All right, boys and girls. Happy National Pie Day there, Doc. Where you at? Well, Doc, the monkey must flip the switch. Hey, while we're waiting on Doc Bryce, let's go ahead and make this special announcement. Y'all pay attention now. 911 service is down in Washita County. 911 service is down in Washita County. What that means is if you dial 911, it's not going to work. So if you've got an emergency, you need to dial 870-231-5755. That's PD. Camden Police Department's non-emergency line is the 911 line right now. So again, if you need emergency services, don't dial 911, it's broken. 870-231-5755 is the number to dial. All right, it's time for the Roundtable, brought to you each and every weekday morning by our buddies out at Stories Floor and Carpet. Stories Floor and Carpet quality you can count on since 1958. Stories Floor and Carpet can sand and refinish your hardwood floors using a dust containment system that'll keep all your stuff clean. That's important, baby. Give Stories a call, 870-862-9446. Steel Deals Incorporated. They've been serving Washita County for more than 30 years. Large industrial projects to smaller DIY crafting needs, Steel Deals has your material needs covered. Stocking a variety of pipe, I-beams, expanded, and that was nice, sheet metals. If they don't have it, they'll get it. If you have a project, custom fabrication pros at Steel Deals can help. Give them a call, 870-231-5622. Are you there yet, Doc?
Am I there?
Yes.
Hey, I'm there. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Trying to figure out if you was going to flip the switch or not.
No, I stole a cable.
Oh.
And I forgot to put it back.
I see.
I was just borrowing it.
Uh-huh.
Which really can't steal it since I own it, right?
Well, you know, no, it's station property now.
Oh, is that it?
As soon as it's plugged in, that's it. We're done. You thought you was getting all that stuff back from the sports department, too.
No, I ain't seen that thing in 4 years.
I'm telling you. We're brought to you by our friends out at SAU Tech. They've got a bunch of job openings out there. You can now apply online at sautech.edu. Go to careers. Then click on the job title you're interested in. After viewing the job description, click the Apply tab. SAU Tech, go Rockets! St. John's Place, 1400 Highway 79, 167 bypass in Fordyce, Washita Nursing and Rehab, 1411 Country Club Road right here in Camden. They are the choice for all of your rehabilitation and long-term care needs. They provide award-winning short-term therapy services too. Reach St. John's Place online, stjohnsplaceofarkansas.com, and Washita Nursing and Rehab by going to washitanursing.com. First Choice Family Care, 476 Hospital Drive in Camden. That's Dr. Jarrah. Her and her staff will take the pain away from the process of finding the right doctor. That's right, she is the right doctor. Go check her out, man. I'm telling you, she's made a great big difference in my life. She'll make one in yours, too. Go to myfirstchoicecare.com, get you a new patient packet, and then call 870-800-9006. OCMC's Chemical Dependency Unit. They'd like to remind you that you're not alone. Addiction is a tough thing to get past. Make the choice to be a better you. Get the help you need by dialing 870-836-1289 or 1-800-232-1289. All calls are confidential. We're brought to you by Mitchello's Body Shop. Auto body and collision repair, framework, glasswork, and refinishing. All accidents, large or small. Mitchello's can handle them all. 2025 California. If you put it in the ditch, just call Maria at Mitchello's Body Shop. 837-2560. Everybody's Antiques down in El Dorado. They've got a bunch of antiques, gifts, and collectibles out there. 120 booths. 31,000 square feet to explore. That's a whole bunch of antiques, gifts, and collectibles for you to look at. Shop them online at everybody'santiques.com or call 870-875-1444. And finally, by Cabin Rural Health Services. Cabin is a private and non-profit corporation developed to provide affordable care to meet the primary medical and dental care needs of the residents in 8 counties of rural South and Southwestern Arkansas. Learn more on their website, cabeun.org, or just give them a call, 870-798-4299. Doc Bryce, you brought some people into my studio.
Yeah, I did. I met these people out in Union County, and then we were talking, and I was like, hey, that sounds like a good idea for a round table.
Well, that's all right. You didn't bring no Democrats. I'm okay.
No, we can bring them, too. That'd be fun.
Well, see, here I am teasing. And, yes, tell everybody who you have brought, Doc Bryce.
Well, I have Robin over there, and then I have Connie.
Hi, Robin. Hi, Connie.
Good morning. Good morning.
And they're with the Ouachita County Republican Committee. And they got a big event coming up on Monday, the 21st.
Well, I mean, is anybody not a Republican around here?
There's probably a long list.
Yeah? Well, you know, that's all right. We can't all be perfect.
We're trying to shorten it.
Well, I'm a libertarian, but I mean, you know, I'm kind of in the middle. I'm that one kid nobody wants to pick when it comes to playing games.
You go whichever way the wind blows. We've seen how you do your news. All right, well, Connie, Robin, can you guys hang out just for a few minutes? We got to go ahead and take a quick break. Everybody hang out with us. We'll get through this and be right back. We've got more guests than we can shake a stick at this morning.
Oh, we got a full house.
Yes, sir, we do. Y'all hang out. We'll be right back. Good Monday morning, everybody. We are looking at a 50% chance at showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. We'll have increasing clouds and temperatures reaching near 63. Tonight, showers and possibly a thunderstorm are expected. Overnight low near 49. For Tuesday, showers are expected. Temperatures will reach near 63. Tuesday night, cloudy and 45. Wednesday, mostly sunny and 73. Out of the Radio Works Weather Center, I'm JJ.
Local sports update.
Hello, sports fans, with a look at local games and scores. I'm Kelly Blair. In college basketball, the Arkansas Razorbacks were officially handed an invite to the NCAA tournament as the number 4 seed in the West region and will face number 13 seed Vermont in their opening game. The contest is scheduled for an 8:20 start Thursday night in Buffalo. The game will be televised on TNT. The winner of the Arkansas-Vermont game will play Saturday in Buffalo against the winner between number 5 seed Connecticut and number 12 New Mexico State. The Razorbacks and their coaching staff watched the selection show with a group of approximately 200 fans and season ticket holders inside the SEC Club at Reynolds Razorback Stadium. Arkansas coach Eric Musselman said while he was still trying to get over a stinging loss to Texas A&M in the semifinals of the SEC tournament, he was proud for the players to see Arkansas's name called. Vermont, a member of the American East Conference, won its regular season and conference tournament titles. The Catamounts are 28-5 overall, finished 17-1 in league play, and have not lost in regulation since December 7th at Providence. They have won 22 of their last 23 games, and the lone loss came at Hartford in overtime on February 14th. It was a successful weekend for the Diamond Hogs, too, as Chris Lanzini hit a game-winning 2-run homer in the bottom of the ninth to give Arkansas a 10-8 victory over Chicago, Illinois, and a sweep of the 4-game series. The 11-3 Razorbacks will now host Grambling on Tuesday at 6:30. Harmony Grove's Diamond teams will be in action today as the baseball team will host Warren in non-conference action starting at 5 p.m., and the softball team will host Ouachita at 4 p.m. The baseball game is slated to be broadcast on Magic 104.5 FM on your radio dial tonight. That'll wrap it up for now with your sports update. I'm Kelly Blair. I'm the best there is at what I do, and what I do is sports.
Good morning, South Arkansas. It's time for the Ouachita River Report for Monday, March 14th. Starting out with the river in Camden, the current gauge reading is 6.67 feet. At Thatcher Lock and Dam this morning, the gauge reading is 76.93 feet. And at Morro Bay State Park, the gauge reading is 67 feet. Mile markers for the Ouachita River begin at the end and go upriver. Monroe is at mile marker 164 on the navigation charts. The lower 337 miles of the Ouachita is navigable and have river charts. At Jonesville, Louisiana, mile marker 41, the Ouachita River is joined by the Tensas River from the east and the Little River from the west. At these confluences, the Ouachita River becomes the Black River. In the natural order of things, it is still the same river, regardless of the name change. Radio Works urges you to learn more and explore your river. Reliability of this forecast is based on current and forecasted river and weather conditions from the National Weather Service in Little Rock. Y'all have a great weekend. Be safe. All right, we are back on the roundtable. Once again, I want to remind everybody that 911 service is down all across Ouachita County. So if you have an emergency,
yell outside.
Yeah, just help. No, I'm teasing.
Help me, help me.
Dial 870-231-5755. That is the non-emergency emergency number for PD. Right?
Yeah.
I said that right, didn't I?
Non-emergency, yeah.
Non-emergency emergency number, right? Welcome to the studios, Robin Hughes and Connie Riley this morning from the Ouachita County Republican Committee. Ladies, you guys have a event coming up, right?
Yes, we do. We have our monthly meeting will be Monday, March 21st at 6:30. We encourage everybody to come out around 6. We have begun to invite local food vendors in just one a month and let them kind of get their feet wet. If they're not Republican, we try to make them understand why they should be, and gives them an opportunity for promoting their business. Let us eat some good food. They usually give us good discounted prices on the food, and encourage everybody to come out and eat a bite, mingle with candidates, mingle with members of our committee, and find your spot of where you might can fit in to help us push this forward into Ouachita County.
All right. Hang on just a second, lady. Good morning. You're live on Y95.
Yes, sir. The phone number that you're giving out is for the Ouachita County Sheriff's Office instead of the Camden Police Department.
All right. Well, that's the number that they want me to tell everybody to call. So, yeah, if I'm screwing it up, we'll get it straightened out.
All right, sir.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Sorry about that.
No worries.
Everybody's got to keep me straight every now and again. I was called by the boss, and she gave me the number. I thought it was PD. Apparently, that is the Ouachita County Sheriff's Department that is fielding the calls for the 911 service that is currently down.
Well, that's typically where 911 goes for Ouachita County.
Well, there you go.
It goes to the Sheriff's Department, and then if you in the city limits, then they say, hold on, I transfer you. And then you get transferred to Camden Police. That's why I call Camden Police directly.
That's what happens to me every time I call 911. I get transferred.
Yeah, well, I got the
They say,
hotline.
please hold.
Well, I got the hotline to the Camden Police Department. And so I call them, and I show up on their caller ID, and they go, oh, that's Doc Bryce. And then they don't answer.
Yes. See? Welcome to my world. All right, so we were talking about the upcoming event. Now, where are you guys holding your committee meetings?
We've just started having them, begin having them at the Camden Event Center, the old gym on Mont Howley Road. And in March, she didn't get a chance to say, we're having Doc Washburn as a special speaker. He is running against Sarah Huckabee Sanders for the Republican nomination as governor.
Okay, and what do we know about? You said Doc Washburn. What do we know about Doc Washburn?
Not a lot. That's why we want him there.
Okay.
Well,
he's not as high profile as Sarah is.
You want me to fill in on that one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because he's a fellow broadcaster. So he was doing drive time over at KARN 102.9 for a couple of years, and I can't remember how long, but he's pretty much been a big name in Little Rock when it comes to news talk radio. And so he's been over there until recently when the COVID broke out and Cumulus told everybody that the vaccine would be mandatory and you will get the vaccine or you will no longer be employed. And so Doc Washburn decided to, so he was no longer employed.
I got you.
So he's still doing his show, but he's been doing it through streaming. So he's still pretty active when it comes to doing news talk and things like that. He's just doing it on a streaming service now. And, he decided to go up against Sarah Huckabee. And granted, Sarah Huckabee is a well-known name, big contender, big funding and everything else.
Yeah, never heard of her.
And really? I hadn't either until somebody said, that's Huckabee's daughter. And I was like, is that right? And they're like, I was like,
I know old Huckabee.
Uh-huh.
You mean that's his kid?
Yes.
What makes her qualified?
Because that's Huckabee's kid.
Oh, okay.
And Huckabee used to be, it's like the family business. See, Huckabee used to be governor. And so if he can do governor stuff, well, then so can Sarah, right?
They're trying to bush us.
Yes.
I got you.
But Washburn, no. He's kind of the underdog, but he's coming in and very conservative and wanting to go against Sarah because Sarah is kind of seen as more of a rhino, considering how her dad did politics and stuff and how he governed Arkansas. So they're trying to get some more conservative people in there to take the office instead of somebody who just kind of lean more toward the left. Is that about right, girls?
Absolutely. That's why we're really excited to hear where he stands on certain issues, and hopefully we'll have answers to those questions on the 21st.
Well, answer me this. I mean, what does the Ouachita County Republican Committee actually do besides get together and talk?
Well, our goal is, our main job is to elect Republicans. Does that surprise you?
Well,
no.
I kind of go with that. Okay.
I know. What a concept. Wow.
You're telling me you're not lobbying for the Dems?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Yeah. We want to get the message out about conservative values. So many times people say, oh, yeah, well, I'm conservative, and, they may not be conservative as far as the Republican Party platform. Our principles, we got them principles, but the power of faith in God Almighty, the sanctity of life, individual responsibility and initiative, individual freedom and liberty secured by a limited government, private property, lower taxes to produce economic growth, strong national defense, the personal right to own and bear arms, the equal and just enforcement of the law, separate and equal branches of government. Those are our principles. And I think there's a lot of people that say, oh, yeah, I'm very conservative, but they may wiggle around on one or two of those principles. And we'd like to get that message out that there is a Republican committee alive and well in Ouachita County looking for the growth to push the principles forward to get more people involved. I think that's the main thing. We hear a lot of people say, well, what can we do? What can we do? We know, I heard someone the other day say, oh, well, our country's going to hell in a handbasket. And I thought, you know what? They're not even taking time to pack the handbasket right now. It's just going down. And what kind of started, I'll just take a minute and tell you what started this whole thing with reviving the Republican committee in Ouachita County. Our friend Patrice and I were talking about that very thing. What can we do as Ouachita County citizens, as Americans? What can we do to make this better?
Absolutely. Now, because as an individual, it's like, what's the point? What's the sense?
Right. Yeah, and that very thought, well, we had watched a podcast with Lance Wallnow. I don't know if y'all are familiar with him. He's a wonderful man of God. He pulls no punches with how he believes and everything. We'd watched a podcast, and he mentioned the name Dan Schultz. And I remember that because of the Peanuts cartoon, it's an easy way to remember that. And I went to the website, and on the website for Dan Schultz, he mentioned about 250,000 committee seats are open. And I thought, 250,000?
That seems like a large number.
Very large. And I thought, okay, my name's on one of those seats. How do I find it? What do I do? So Patrice and I began kind of researching, what do we do? Well, I went to the website, pulled up for the state of Arkansas, Ouachita County. There was nothing there. Polk County, Clark County, Union County, Columbia, all these people had committees. I'm thinking, what happened to ours? Fall through the crack? What happened? And called Little Rock, talked with Sarah Jo Reynolds, the executive director of the RPC in Little Rock. She's fabulous. And she said, oh my gosh, we've got someone in Camden who's really working hard to get the committee started again. And she introduced us to Wade Andrews, who I've known forever, his mom, known her forever. And we just kind of came together, had our first meeting, and thought, you know what, we can do this. So we're trying to do our part to fill those seats. And we've got plenty of seats open in our committee right now. It does require voting. It does require, there are rules involved with becoming a committee member, but we're more than happy to help people, do what they need to do to be a part of what we've got going on.
Well, speaking of what you do, what do you do as the Republican Committee for Ouachita County? What do you guys do here in the county?
We are to assist with the election of qualified Republican candidates. So we just did our filing last month. We have several county Republican candidates that are running. I think we have some that maybe didn't always run conservative that are. We're to help them get elected. If that's going out door to door knocking, if it's putting out yard signs, helping them financially, we're here to do that.
I got you. All right. And again, you've got an upcoming meeting going to be held at the Event Center.
Yes.
Right over here for Ouachita County, right across the street from the radio station. What's the date on that again?
The 21st.
March 21st.
March 21st.
Monday.
And we've got Doc Washburn going to be coming in for that.
In April, we've already got a couple of speakers set. Jan Morgan, she's running for U.S. Senate. I believe she's running against Bozeman for the Republican nomination. And Beth Calloway, she is from El Dorado. She's running for the state Senate. She's running against Matt Stone for the Republican nomination.
Alrighty. And, so if people want to find more information about how to help out or how to get involved, I mean, because that's the first step is getting involved. You need to find out how to get involved. So, we, as a Republican Party, we do need people to get involved with this.
Yeah, and don't be afraid. That's I was a stay-home mom for 13 years, ran 2 businesses from home. Politics was the last. It didn't even make my top 2,000 on the list. Didn't even make it. And as time has progressed, and we think, you know what, we're that age of people that need to. We can make a difference if we know what to do. So getting involved, I encourage anybody listening today, if you have any thought, well, I wonder what they really are about, attend the meeting on March 21st at 6:30. Come early if you want to eat. Absolutely, come and see what we're about. Talk to some of our other members. Find out how you can be a part. As I said, our job is to get Republicans elected, and we may need your help. You may have an expertise that one of the other members does not. So come add it to the melting pot, and we'll all make it work out.
And don't worry that you don't feel like you have political experience. I don't have political experience. I don't know all the bills that are going through. It's just a feeling that what we have now is not where we need to be, and we need to do something.
That's right.
Amen to that.
Agreed.
All right, well, Ms. Robin, Ms. Connie, thank you so very much for coming in and giving us the 411 on the Ouachita County Republican Committee. You guys can learn more about the Ouachita County Republican Committee by attending one of the meetings. The next upcoming event is March 21st. No? Okay. The next upcoming meeting is March 21st. Guest speaker is going to be Doc Washburn. And you can always find out more information about the Republican Party online. You can just go to the RNC and find out what the Republican Party is all about.
If you want more information about our committee, we have an email that you can contact us with. It's WashitaCountyRPA@gmail.com. That's WashitaCountyRPA@gmail.com. I always have to stop and think, what is that email? Yeah, we also are found, you can find us on Facebook, Ouachita County Republican Committee. And watch out for those copycats out there. There's plenty of copycats out there. We're the Ouachita County Republican Committee. Look forward to seeing new faces at our meeting on the 21st.
Get involved, folks. If you don't come out and make your voice heard, you know, as Doc Bryce so lovingly puts it often, you got nothing to complain about.
Amen.
I mean, you know, if you're not willing to at least come out and find out, then you got nothing to complain about.
That's right.
You can be one of them old guys sitting on the front porch, you know, just rocking back and forth, chewing on a weed, complaining about everything under the sun. All right? But if you don't get out and get involved, you really got no leg to stand on. You got nothing to complain about.
We're a great group of people that want... We want to learn together, kind of as a family, right? Let's learn it together as a family.
Ladies, I love it. We'll be looking forward to talking more with you guys about the Ouachita County Republican Committee.
Thank you for having us today.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, guys and gals, it's the Round Table. We are here every weekday morning until around 8 o'clock. And we've got to do a quick shuffle and change over here, Doc Bryce.
Yes, we do.
So, yeah, let's see. St. Patty's is coming up.
That it is. In 3 days.
A little luck of the Irish to you?
Well, I'm not Irish. I'm more Ukraine, but sure, yeah, I'll be Irish for a day.
Well, I mean, hey.
Yeah.
The IRA should be helping out the Ukraine right about now.
Isn't that their real estate place?
Yeah, you know.
The big balloon and everything?
You can get some land really cheap right now.
I bet you can. It just needs a little touch-up there. You know, maybe a little flip property. You can flip it.
All righty. Now joining us from the Camden Fire Department, Captain White.
Good morning.
You going to have to pull it up there closer to you. There you go.
Good morning.
You got to snuggle up over there. I know how you firemen are.
Yeah, and you know what? A big shout-out to the firemen, too, because if you haven't seen the footage, when they first started bombing over there in Ukraine, the firefighters, Ukrainian firefighters, even though they were getting bombed, right, they were still out there running trucks and putting out fires.
I don't know if we want to let everybody know that the Ukrainian fire department was getting bombed.
No. When the buildings got bombed.
Oh, okay.
The fire department was still running calls.
Well,
and trying to put out fire.
That's dedication.
Well, I mean, you would think if a building's getting bombed, you would just be like, forget it, let it burn, right?
No, that's our job. That's what we do.
They were still out there, even in a war zone, still putting out fires. That's dedication.
Well, you know, nobody is more dedicated to helping serve their community than the fire department.
Yep, because our fire department would probably do the same thing.
Our fire department would be up there before the bombs started falling. Our fire department's just that good.
They'd probably have everything already foamed.
I know it.
Pre-foamed.
Would nothing burn.
Ain't nothing going to burn now.
Morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
So, what can we do for the Camden Fire Department this morning?
Happy National Pie Day.
It is National Pie Day. Captain White, remember, we like pie.
Yeah, we do. We like pie.
We like pie.
P-I-E.
We don't like that p because it's Piss Day.
Yeah, that's at 3.14.
Yeah, that's that math.
I'm not a
99999. I'm sorry.
I'm not a numbers cruncher. I'm a pie cruncher.
Yes.
I like crunching pie.
I like
Not numbers.
No.
Well, this morning, gentlemen, I have a special treat. I brought Lieutenant Wiggins in with me, and he wants to talk about our fishing tournament, which will be held next month.
A fishing tournament.
Oh, hey, real quick, before we get into that,
yeah. Uh-huh.
We had something happen over the weekend, remember? Sunday morning, we were supposed to...
Oh, yeah, spring forward.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And what else do we need to do, fireman?
I'm going to talk about that after the fishing tournament.
Oh, look at that. He's already... I just want to make sure we didn't forget.
Don't be jumping the gun.
I'm not going to ruin it. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but there's something you're supposed to do.
Exactly.
Well, we got something coming up for you.
Fishing tournament first, fire safety next.
That's because we like fishing. We like fishing. Guys, can we fish with dynamite this year?
Sure.
Yeah?
Just don't let the game wardens get you.
I was about to say.
Game and fish, they don't mind.
They may be listening.
Game and Fish never listens to this show. Yeah, now then the phone line will start ringing, okay? So, you got a fishing tournament coming up. When are we going to be fishing?
Yeah, the tournament is going to be April 2nd of 2022.
April 2nd, so day after April Fool's.
Yes, sir.
All right.
And this is not a joke.
No joke.
No, serious.
Right. Serious money involved?
Yes, there is.
All right. Yes. What? Two-man teams?
Two-man teams. It will be $120 entry fee.
$120 a boat or $120 a guy?
A boat.
All right.
Yeah.
$120 a boat.
$20 goes to Big Bass, and that'll be a separate pot.
Right.
Whenever we get through with that. There's $1,500 in prizes this year. We have $700 going to first, $500 going to second, and $300 going to third.
All right, so we're worthy of a day on the river.
It's not too bad. It'll be at White Oak Lake.
Oh, okay. It's going to be out at the lake.
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely worthy of a day on the lake.
It's not a bad payday to go fish.
In April the sun will be out and it'll be pretty, and hey, if it's not April Fool's, okay.
Right. Hopefully the fish are biting.
The fish are always biting, man. It's just whether or not you got the right bait.
That is true.
Fish don't care. My uncle was a professional fisherman. So, we love everything to do with the bass tournaments and all of that neat stuff. So what is this an annual tournament that we've got coming up?
Yes, this will be our 4th annual bass tournament that we're doing, the Camden Professional Firefighter Association. In years past, we've donated to MDA, we've donated to the Christian Health Center in Camden, the Women's Crisis Center. Last year we did Washita Industries Special Olympics. This year we're going to be donating to the Hannah Pregnancy Resource Center in Camden.
Okay, so all of the proceeds are going to go to the Hannah Pregnancy Center.
Yes, sir.
All right. And if people want to go ahead and get enrolled or signed up, how do they go about that?
The easiest way would probably be to call the fire department. That number is 870-836-2413.
It's not 911.
No.
Well, that's the number I remember. Oh, by the way, 911 service is down this morning in Washita County. See, I had to work that in, okay? Being we're sitting here with the fire department, when you dial 911 today, you're not going to want to dial 911. How about 870-231-5755? That's Washita County Sheriff's Department, and they will field your calls and get you the help that you need. They hope to have 911 service back up here real quick. While we got you guys in here, how does 911 service work for the fire department?
Well, when you dial 911, you get the 911 operator, and and they'll listen to your emergency and dispatch whoever they feel is more capable of doing it. If it's a medical emergency, they'll tone out the ambulance department or our hospital. If it's a fire, then they will tone us out, and if it's a police matter, then they will tone out the police department. So when you dial 911, the operator there will direct services as needed.
All right, so if you do need services today, again, call the Washita County Sheriff's Department, 231-5755. We're talking about the upcoming bass tournament going on, the Camden Fire Department's annual bass tournament, April the 2nd. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
April the 2nd. First boat out around 6.
Yes, sir.
So you'll need to be registered. Can they register up until the day of, or
Yes, sir.
How are you guys wanting to do that?
Yes, if they want to come, go ahead and register. Just call the fire department. We can get them signed up, or they can show up 5:30 that morning. We can sign them up there.
Well, we need about 300 boats, right?
400.
As many as we can
400 boats. Well, I mean, they don't have a capacity over on White Oak Lake.
No, as many as that boat,
So-
as many as they can hold.
I mean, and there's never too many lines in the water.
No.
No. So, I mean, come on out and, I bet none of y'all know how to fish. That's what I bet. I bet none of them know how to fish.
Probably not. They just have a lot of baits.
Right. I mean, and, that big old boat.
That's not going.
Yeah, it's just for show.
Exactly.
What I mean? So, put your money where your mouth is. Get registered today.
Show up and prove us different.
Yeah. Me, I like fishing with them old telephone boxes. Doc, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh,
right?
yeah, get a little crank there.
Yeah, I mean,
all it takes is one crank.
High voltage.
Yeah, I mean, it works, right? I mean, that's legal, isn't it?
It does work, but don't let the game.
I ain't seen one of those since I was a kid.
Boy, I mean, I remember, again, Uncle, professional fisherman, he said, hold these wires for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then he went around the corner, and there, I mean, it's like one of them Wile E. Coyote things. He's like on his tippy toes sneaking around the corner. Yeah. Hold these wires for me, he said, and then he goes, zzz. Yeah, I was like, wah!
And remember the headlight and the styrofoam?
Oh, yeah.
You just dropped that in the water?
Yeah, hook it up to the trolling motor battery, and away you go.
Hey, we still use that nowadays. I still have one.
Yeah, you got to have one of those. I mean, night fishing, right? So the upcoming fishing tournament, 6A to 2 o'clock?
It'll be 6 a.m. to 3 p.m.
3 p.m.
Yes, sir.
All right, boats in, weigh in at 3 o'clock.
Yes, you can start weighing in as early as 12 o'clock.
All right, yeah, dummy. Don't weigh in 3 hours early.
No.
You always wait until the last minute, okay? Yeah, just don't wait too long, because then you're apt to be behind this guy that caught 87 fish, and he's got to weigh them all individually.
Yes, all 1-pounders.
Yes, I mean, so that'd be my luck, It's 3:01, JJ. You're out of luck.
Right.
So, you guys get registered today. You can call, what's the number to dial again?
870-836-2413.
2413. That will get you through to the Washita County the Camden Fire Department. And you can go ahead and get signed up for the annual bass tournament.
All rules do apply for both White Oak Lakes. I mean, you would know more about the rules, but slot limits and everything, all rules do apply.
You got to catch the right size. You can't catch these little midget minnows and expect to get any credit for that. Plus, Game and Fish really does frown upon that. So, I mean, legal fish, all right? It's got to be legal fish. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for popping in. You got anything else for us?
Daylight savings time. We all know what that is, don't we, Doc Bryce?
Yeah, we do.
All right, you were going to ruin it earlier.
No, I wasn't going to spoil it.
Okay, all right.
I'm just setting it up. You knock them down.
Okay. Well, I recommend everyone to change their batteries and their smoke alarms. If you do it during daylight savings time, if you did it during daylight savings time, then good job. If you did not, here's your chance to do it. This is a friendly reminder from the Camden Fire Department to change the batteries in your smoke alarms. They are your first step in life safety. So I'm expecting everyone to go home today and change batteries.
That's right, because right now it's a friendly reminder. If you don't change your batteries, they'll come over there and
they will write you a ticket.
They will change that battery for you.
They will write you a ticket and give you a $3 battery.
Now, if your smoke alarm is chirping, that means it's working.
JJ is going to get us in trouble. No, that means that the battery's probably low. So make sure you change the batteries out.
But it's still chirping, so it must be working.
Change the batteries out.
9-volt batteries are $12.99 a piece, available at the Camden Fire Department.
No, change the batteries out, but not from Camden Fire Department. No, your Walgreens, Walmart. We've got a lot of stores here in Camden that can serve you with a battery. So, a $5-6 battery can save your life. And I'm a.
Well, how long do them batteries generally last?
Till daylight savings time changes again.
That is correct. They should.
Boy,
but if you
7-8 months and I'm done, huh?
Well, most of the time I recommend that you change your batteries every daylight savings time. But if you can get on the schedule for every 6 months, that would be perfect.
You know, you go ahead and get a system like mine where it's hardwired in.
Yes, sir. That too, but
but they have battery backup in them too.
They do. So you still want to change.
Me, they ain't never started chirping, so I mean, they may not work.
Mine's are hardwired in also, but I still change the batteries.
Yeah, I ain't climbing on.
Just in case your life could be on the line.
Do we have time for one more thing?
Sure. What you got?
You know, we are getting in that time of the year where the seasons are changing. And we start getting into some weather. In fact, we could be seeing some severe weather activity later tonight after sunset. And one of the things that I really push this time of year is weather radios and getting you a weather radio, especially since everybody streams TV now more than they watch TV. So chances of, tornadoes knocking at your door, you wouldn't know that because you're not watching broadcast TV or have the radio on or something like that. Now, some people do have weather alerts and things on their phone, but if the tower goes down, well, you're not going to get that alert. So to be able to have a little bit more redundancy, I highly recommend that you get yourself a nice little NOAA weather radio that's set up to alert you when severe weather is in your area, especially at 3 in the morning when you're trying to sleep, because usually that's when tornadoes like to visit the best time, when everybody's sleeping, and that's typically when there's more deaths involved in severe weather, when people are sleeping not warned that they need to wake up and take action. A lot of fire departments back home, if you get a weather radio, you can bring them to the fire department and they'll set them up for you. Do you guys do that?
We do.
Okay, so if you get a weather radio, which will cost you about $35,
bring it on up to your local fire department and we'll help set it up.
Good deal.
Also, since the 911 service is down, if you guys want to call the fire department, if you have a fire, an active fire, an active emergency, you can call our fire department number, which is 870-836-2413. Also, this time of year, people are going to start burning more leaves and everything. Spring cleaning is coming up. Remember to get your burn permits. You need to call the fire department if you do not have one. And even if you do have one, then you know the procedure to call that morning to make sure that we're allowing burning. But if you do not have one, it is free of charge. Call the Camden Fire Department at 870-836-2413. We'll come out, we'll write you a burn permit, and go over the rules and regulations for Camden, Arkansas.
Now, why you guys got to have be all up in my business and know whether or not I'm burning leaves?
Well, because we feel like you might be burning tires.
What? No.
No, there was not rubber smoke that you smelled. Okay.
That's that clear smoke. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's not dark smoke. Yeah, that's barbecuing. Yeah.
Hey, I got a question for you guys. We're on the round table, right?
Yes.
Why is the table not round?
You know, we have brought that up, I don't know, multiple times. And, you know, it's got rounded edges.
It does. Okay.
All right. Yeah. So.
Well, at least it's not shaped like a kidney, like one of the studios I worked at.
Well, there's that.
Because then it'd be the kidney table, and that wouldn't work out the same.
That just doesn't flow, right?
No.
All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank y'all.
The Camden Fire Department's annual fish tournament coming up April the 2nd. Be sure to get registered. $120 a boat, 2-man teams. What'd you say up for grabs? $750 for first?
$700 first, $500 for second, and $300 for third.
That's more money than you can shake a stick at.
And
well worth fishing for.
This is being put on by our local union, 1373, Camden Professional Firefighter Association. So.
All right. So, you guys go ahead and get registered if you're interested in fishing the tournament. It's at White Oak Lake State Park this year on White Oak Lake. So, yeah, there you go. Whole lot of fun. All right. Gentlemen, thank you very much. Doc Bryce, you got anything else?
No, that's it for me.
All right, guys and gals. It is the Round Table brought to you by Stories Floor and Carpet, 2004 Lorraine and El Dorado. Dial 870-862-9446. The Flaming Pig Barbecue. Flaming Pig, get you some of that good old stuff. I believe they've got a fundraiser coming up this weekend. Best way to keep up with the Flaming Pig is to go ahead and head over to their Facebook page. That way you get all of the information and you don't have to worry about me screwing it up. All right? I know they were in Sparkman over the weekend, but they've got another one coming up. Coming up.
Oh.
So there you go. Yes, sir?
I had the chance to eat some in Sparkman yesterday, and it was very delicious, so you guys need to try it out.
See, firefighter approved. Flamin' Pig Barbecue, baby. I'm here to tell you. We're brought to you by SAU Tech. They've got a bunch of job openings. Go to sautech.edu, click on the Apply tab. Go Rockets. St. John's Place and Watchtown Nursing and Rehab. Dial 870-352-2104 to reach St. John's Place in Fordyce or 836-4111 for Watchtown Nursing and Rehab here in Camden. First Choice Family Care, 476 Hospital Drive in Camden, 870-800-9002. OCMC's Chemical Dependency Unit, they'd like to remind you that you are not alone. Addiction is a tough thing to get past. Make the choice to be a better you. Call 870-836-1289 or 1-800-232-1289. All calls are confidential. Hey, on the First Choice Family Care, man, go ahead and give Dr. Jarrett a call. Get you a new patient packet at myfirstchoicecare.com. Then call her, 870-800-9006. Mitchell's Body Shop, Auto Body and Collision Repair, located at 2025 California. If you put it in the ditch, just call Maria at Mitchell's Body Shop, 837-2560. Everybody's Antiques in El Dorado. They've got a bunch of them. Shop them online, everybody'santiques.com, or call 870-875-1444. Cabin Rural Health Services, private nonprofit corporation, there to help you with your dental and vision and your medical needs. They got a wonderful facility over in Hampton, another one in Bearden, one down in Hope. Visit their website, cabun.org, or call 870-798-4299. And by Steel Deals Incorporated, they've been serving Ouachita County for more than 30 years. Steel Deals, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, 1615 Mount Holly Road in Camden. Dial 870-231-5622. All right, guys and gals, we've got to get through this top of the hour stuff. You got Glenn Beck already in progress.
Yep.
All right, so we'll do this. You guys hang out. We'll be back.
News Talk 92, KBEU Bearden.
I'm sorry, can you clarify that last sentence for me?
That means the news and talk of South Arkansas on News Talk 92, KBEU.